Welcome back to another Blackstar video. Today we're going to talk about burning on the Cardano ecosystem, burning Cardano coin. Is it relevant or is it not? Let's talk about it. Let's get it. So periodically, the topic of burning Cardano coins comes up within the ecosystem. Either YouTubers talk about it or there's some type of tweet in regard to burning Cardano's coins, right? And that can be approached by two methods. You can burn transaction fees and or treasury, right? But that does two different things that may not be so good for our overall ecosystem. But there was one YouTuber who made an argument about it and actually gave some false information as facts. We'll talk about it right now. Let's get it. So at the time of making this video, the total value locked on Cardano is about 85 million in total assets, right? That's ADA locked on different dexes and so forth. And just going over some key values on our ecosystem right now, the whole blockchain ecosystem. Bitcoin's at 19,300, Ethereum's at 1,600, Binance 278, and we'll skip down. Cardano's almost 48 cents. So market cap is about 16 billion. Total volume is 661 million. And circulating supply is 34.1 billion, 0.2 billion ADA. We'll just keep it at that, right? Just make sure you remember those numbers so that we're going to get back to them. Right, so we're going to talk about some different coins and Cardano, look at their market cap, circulating supply, and so on. So that way you get a better grasp on burning, non-burning, what's the difference. So currently Ethereum has an unlimited supply, right? Max supply you see here, there's no number there. There isn't a number there. So that means that this is inflationary and it can keep going and going and going and going and going. So why is this Ethereum price value so high? The key metric is total value locked. So there's 34 billion in value of ETH locked on different dexes, protocols, or what have you. That's the amount of ETH in US dollar value that's locked right now. So Ethereum has a huge use case as it's the mother of DeFi. It's the mother of smart contracts. It's the mother of this unbelievable ecosystem that came about, including non-fungible tokens and so on. So it has all this value that's running around, transaction fees, everything that's running around right now until 2.0 comes, and then things may change a little bit on the dynamics of fees, which I think is a big part of Ethereum and why its value is so high. But also now you may have the option of staking, which will also lock Ethereum up into a smart contract and take a total value locked and put it away, making it 10 times more scarce. So with that being said, this is the reason why Ethereum, one, needs a burn mechanism to maintain the deflationary, because it has a huge inflationary model and it doesn't have a finite supply. That means that they can just keep developing coins. It's like gold, right? Gold you can keep mining, keep developing. There's endless supplies of gold as long as you can find them. So that's the metrics with Ethereum and why it really needs a burn mechanism. Does every coin need a burn mechanism? No, not at all. And we'll talk about other coins, or a coin in particular that tried the burn mechanism and failed. Or the Binance coin. It has a burn mechanism. This is a model that Binance instituted from the beginning of its inception. So Binance continues to burn coins. Now we're going to get into how many coins Binance burns or what have you, but they're going to have to change their model in years to come because they're very close to their max supply. 200 million coins at 161 million. So is that why Binance coin is so valuable? Binance hit a max of 650. It's burning coins all this time, and its deflationary model did not work during the bear market. So with me saying that is that it doesn't make a difference whether you have a burn mechanism or not, because if you don't have liquidity, you don't have liquidity no matter how many coins you have, whether it's 1 or a million. XRP has 100 billion coins. This is double and a half the amount that ADA may have, or close to double and a half. And ADA is highly more valued than XRP. Doesn't have a burn mechanism. XRP does. Year to date, $1.28. Right now, steadily 33 cents. Burn mechanism is not working. Stellar Lumens was the most drastic burn of them all. They burned 55 billion coins because the Stellar Foundation figured they didn't need them. 55 billion worth of coins was worth 1.7 billion USD. And what did it do for the price? It had a temporary price increase of 25% and then quickly was diminished. Let's take a look at the chart. We look at the 1-year chart, bear market, deflationary model, they're 10 cents. Looking at the chart, we'll see that during this coin burn, it was at 8.5 cents, quickly rose all the way to 14. It quickly rose then into 2021. It rose as high as 55 cents, 56 cents. But if we look at the year to date, what has the coin burn resulted in? Today's Stellar is 10 cents, just a little bit above where it was at prior to the burn. And it has a deflationary model. How is that working? Cardano has a year to date model, the same thing. We're in a bear market. So people are making up these ideologies of what Cardano needs to do and why it needs to do it without understanding how this whole ecosystem works. Once we have DeFi protocols and other applications running on the network and more ADA gets locked up within these smart contracts, it's going to make a drastic difference in this ecosystem. And if you're only concerned about price, it will go up. To remember, this is a quality project. It's not a fly-by-night project. It's not something that just came out the whim. And this is a very professional team. These are scientists, veteran engineers and programmers. They know what they're doing. Please stop listening to the FUD and the hype by people who don't understand the ecosystem whatsoever. So let's just talk about one other thing. So the time of Shelley was introduced, not smart contracts. Let's just say, going back to our calculator, that we minus 31 billion coins. Let's just say in the 2 years, just for argument's sake, we developed 3.2 billion coins. So Cardano rose roughly 10% in the last 2 years. Meanwhile, if this gentleman was right, and all the people who are right about coin burning, if we go back to 2020, let's go back to 2020. 9 cent Cardano, let's not even say that, say it's 17 cents Cardano. We're still over double the value of Cardano with 10% more coins added to the network. Why is that? What's not being told to you is liquidity. And there needs to be enough liquidity for price action. So if there's not enough coins on the exchange to sell, so right now we're looking at, just between this metric here, we're looking at almost 100,000 coins, close to 100,000 coins that's willing to be bought, right? There's over 100,000 coins willing to be sold, but at a higher price action. So even if, let's say, some supply was withheld or they started to even do the burn, is there enough price action to hold that value? And that's the same thing that happened with Stellar. It happened with XRP. It happens with every coin. Ethereum has a deflationary value metric, in its network, and it still dropped from its all-time high of almost $5,000 down to where it's at now, even as low as 900 and change. XRP went down to 20 cents. BNB went down to 100 and something dollars. I don't remember it now, but it fell in value. You need liquidity, you need transactions, you need movement, you need people wanting to buy and move this coin for it to raise in value. And that's what they're working on right now. A coin burn is not the answer. So if this gentleman's answer was right, then 10% more coins added to our network would have decreased the value by 10% from 17 cents 2 years ago. But liquidity is there. There's price action. There's movement. There's constant movement on Cardano. In the last epoch 361, 326,000 transactions happened during that epoch. Output over 62 billion ADA. Moved back and forth. Yes, that's more ADA that's in the network. And fees 116,000 ADA in fees. Rewards 13 million ADA in rewards. Total stake 24.6 billion ADA. Usage 43%, and we don't have the apps 100% as of yet. Imagine when Vassal is released and a lot of other DApps start to become live on the protocol. And Cardano's price maintains 47 cents, triple its high at the time of Shelley. Cardano remains a top 10 coin, doesn't have a burn mechanism, is deflationary because its coins are useful and in high demand, not including with NFTs and everything else. Other coins are assets that are minted on the Cardano blockchain, and there's over 6 million assets minted on the Cardano blockchain as of now. Let alone that once Vassal is released and there's pipelining and all the SIPs are taking effect, reference scripts and everything else, there'll be far more transactions, more ADA being locked. There'll be loans, DeFi, protocols, everything moving on Cardano's network, everything moving and functioning fluidly. If burn mechanisms are good, why are we not mentioning burning Bitcoin? We should burn Bitcoin as well. We'll reduce the infinite supply, the finite supply, even further, burn transaction fees, and have a better network, right? Bitcoin's price will raise. It will never lower. The idea of burning coins is somewhat foolish. It has not worked for any model as of yet. I've been in this ecosystem for a while. I have not seen a burn mechanism that was 100% valid, that sustained price. Everything was always temporary and always fell back down. Very temporary. So I'm going to end this video here a little bit different this time than I usually end the videos. Burning does not work. Let's just wait and see. Give ADA a chance. We have an all-time high of $3 without DeFi, without true dApps, without anything. Give Cardano a chance. Stop listening to the FUD. Most of these people have no idea what they're talking about. They're talking about a negative 2% inflationary model. It makes no sense. Supply and demand is a key metric in this ecosystem. The more people that want Cardano, the higher the price of Cardano will be. That is a key metric of anything of value. Just remember that. We'll get into a later video on how to understand market cap, and when people tell you these ridiculous prices, you'll have a better idea. $5, $10 Cardano, like some people were saying, was never going to happen. It was just impossible this early in the game. Anywho, thank you for watching the video. If you like the content, please hit that like button. If you want to get notified every time I make a video, please hit the bell notification and support your boy. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you. Black Star, light in the darkness.